take a trip out to the ocean. Gonna leave behind the great big sea. Got lots of friends who miss me all across the country. They can see me on MattTV, on MattTV, on MattTV, on MattTV. MattTV is recorded in front of a live audience.
It is, Joe. It certainly is. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for making your Friday night a part of my Friday afternoon here on the old south coast of British Columbia. My name is Matthew. This is MattTV. And anyone that's seen the program before knows that it's just observations, conversations that I've had in my life. And it seems like I've just lost the internet connection. But that's okay. That is okay because I am prepared. I am prepared. So I'm just going to try and refresh. The internet might come and go. Not a big deal. Here are some of the things we're going to talk about in the next 30 minutes or so. Like I've said many times in my program, when I run out of things to say, I will walk away. I was in here about 11:30 this morning doing a little bit of a teaser for the show that I'm about to do right now. So again, I'm going to talk about a movie that you can see on Netflix, I think. It's about 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. If you've ever seen, not if you've ever seen, but maybe a good movie to see. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, we're going to talk about the Sedin twins instantly having 6 figures in your bank, NHL playoff bracket darts, the flag, which you can see here right now, some stories about the flag. If you have any stories that you'd like to share, please do. And siblings calling. All that and much more. We're going to do a few current events, throw the weather in there as well, and we're good to go. Now, here's the funny thing. The laptop, right now, I'm doing my program off of my iPhone. Anytime that I'm looking down here, I am just simply looking at my 10-year-old laptop. And the laptop, the internet connection, it comes and it goes in here. It comes and it goes in here. But right now, it seems like the internet is taking a break on the laptop. But that is okay. So let's get right into the program. I appreciate all the live views. I certainly appreciate the live views. And maybe you're watching this on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning. The premise of the program is really simple. I just find things that happen in my daily life and I try and make them relatable to you. So I may throw out a bunch of questions and you can answer along at home, or you can answer if you choose or not to choose. The choice is definitely yours. But thanks for all the comments. Because my laptop is back. Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Good stuff. Okay. Suggestions for movies. My suggestion to you, if you want to see some of the best actors that are acting right now in Hollywood, I don't know if this particular movie won an Oscar. I think Sam Rockwell won for Best Supporting Actor, I think. But if you want to see a good movie, check out 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. It stars Frances McDormand, Woody Harrelson, and Sam Rockwell. I watched it earlier this week with Jen. It's my suggestion to you. If you want to watch a good movie this weekend, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri might be a good place to start. As we approach 4 minutes after 5 here on the West Coast, that's 8 in the Eastern Time Zone, 9 Atlantic, 9:30 in Newfoundland, and Newfoundland played a huge part in this flag that's hanging here right now. We're going to talk about the MattTV Canadian flag coming up here in just a bit as we roll along. These are just observations, things. I'm just having fun in here. Anyone that's seen my show know that this is my outlet, and I'm so thankful that Facebook created Facebook Live, and I'm even more thankful that years ago Jen gave me the title of MattTV, and it has come in many, many forms. And right now it's coming on Facebook Live through my iPhone. Love it. Here's the quick job update. Everyone knows that I am in search of a job. I am in talks with a company right now. From what I understand, they want to have me back for a second interview, which is only great news. They had to call 3 references, and I've spoken to all the guys who were my reference calls. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for past supervisors that I worked with, telling my potential employer only good things. Well, not only good things about me, but I'm just a hardworking guy. I'm from the Maritimes. I just want to work. So again, quick update on the job. It's still in progress. It's still in progress. I'm ready to go. They're just doing their things. They're just doing what they need to do on their end. They want to make sure that they're bringing the right people into the company. I get it. So for Randy Topazzini and Derek Lowen, two of the guys that I used to work with, who I know gave me great recommendations, thank you. Moving right along into last night's, and I really hope you had the opportunity to watch last night's Vancouver Canucks, Phoenix Coyotes hockey game. The last regular season game at Rogers Arena. They will conclude their season tomorrow night in Edmonton. But the big story was really Henrik and Daniel Sedin retiring. Last night was their last home game, and it was just a magical night on the ice. Even if you are not a fan of the Sedin twins or you're not a fan of the Canucks, I really hope you had the opportunity to watch last night's game here in Vancouver. Just magic on the ice. Find it somewhere. Find it on the internet. Don't just watch the highlights. Watch the whole game, because it's just absolute magic. The fans at Rogers Arena really sent off the Sedin twins in fashion. So good on all the fans that showed up at Rogers Arena last night. And an even bigger story last night, well, not bigger than the Sedins retiring, but there was the highest jackpot at a single professional sports game. Again, I'm going to repeat that. Last night, it was the highest jackpot at a single pro sports game. The 50-50 was just over $1 million. Someone walked out of that game last night a little sad that the Sedins are all done playing hockey in Vancouver, but they were probably really happy because someone walked out with $507,000. The 50-50 last night, someone walked away with $507,000. What would you do? What would you do if you instantly had that kind of money? Kathy, I see your comments, and we'll definitely do a show on that in the very near future. Yes, I'll probably have you on as a guest because you know firsthand. So, but yes, there are no topics on this show that are off limits, so we will talk privately, Kathy, and we'll see if we can set up something for next week. Yes, because it is a very serious situation. And as I do this program right now, there is someone that I love dearly that is fearing for her life because the man that is in her life, he's a bit of a wingnut. But I'm not going to get into that. We will discuss that in a later program. Yes, just be safe. Be safe this weekend, Kathy. But I was teeing this up. I was thinking about this last night. Just let me go back to my page here and refresh it since I do have the internet. I was thinking about this last night. The delivery of numbers. So when you have a long set of numbers, like last night's 50-50 ticket winning number was BS-108-8629. I'm just wondering, when you had a long list of numbers, how do you break those numbers up? Just think of it. If you are telling someone some winning numbers, or you're telling someone a phone number, how easy do you make it for them to write those numbers down? Do you just go 1088629? No, that's too hard. 1088629. I like to bunch my numbers together, I guess. I don't know. William Linder, welcome to the program. Again, I am just throwing things out there. As we approach 10 minutes after 5 here in the West Coast, I'm just throwing things out there, and you can leave comments, you can respond, or you can just sit there with a nice cold Friday night bevy in your hand and just sit back and be entertained. Yes? All right. NHL bracket. I'm pretty sure right now, I'm just going to go out on a limb. But I'm going to say that William Linder is probably hoping that the Boston Bruins go deep into the playoffs. And the reason I ask, saw a promotion last night while I was watching the hockey game, NHL.com/brackets. I think this year I will fill out a bracket for the NHL. I know nothing. I haven't followed NHL hockey all year long. And that's the same way that I go into the March Madness tournament with 64 teams. I have no idea. I see the ranking. I feel it in my gut. I make my picks. So that's exactly what I'm going to do this year with the NHL.com. I'm going to pick my teams. But I think right now, someone told me that the Nashville Predators, who I think just won the President's Cup, which is the best overall record throughout the league, the Nashville Predators are favored to win the Stanley Cup. I don't know. Gloria, welcome to the program. Maple Leafs are in. Winnipeg Jets are in. I will cheer for a Canadian team as long as there is a Canadian team in the playoffs. Yes. Bruins for the Cup. Okay. Michelle Nellen, welcome to the program. So again, I'm just throwing things out there. I'm talking really, really fast, and I'm not even on energy drinks. I don't even drink energy drinks. I'm just jacked because this beautiful thing is hanging here. It's been away from the MattTV studio for probably since at least August. Okay, just let me refresh my MattTV page. I'll go down and see the comments here because I do have internet here. But right now, we're just into the part of the program where I'm just giving you observations, conversations that I've had, just top of mind awareness, trying to see if I can make what's going on in my life relatable to what's going on in yours, yes? Darts. Everyone knows I got a dart board for Christmas. And I'm just wondering, is there anyone out there who would like to play darts with me, even though I am on the other side of the country? I figure all you need to do is take your phone or camera or whatever you're going to record on. And I guess we could do Facebook Live. We could do a split screen where I have the camera just focused on my dartboard and whoever I'm playing with is focused on their dartboard. And we have a game of darts. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't like playing darts by myself. So if there's anyone out there who would like to play online darts with me, just send me a private message. And this guy here, I don't know why he popped into my head last night, but my radio instructor from back in the day when I went to Woodstock Community College, the radio broadcasting class in 92, 93, 94, September of 92, graduated in June of 1994, Wayne McDonald. Wayne McDonald was my radio broadcasting instructor, and for some reason, he just popped into my head, and then I got thinking about radio, and I remember in our second year, I think we were either on our way to Fredericton or St. John. I want to say St. John, New Brunswick, to go to the CBC studios, and it was that morning, it was in early April, that we found out that Kurt Cobain had committed suicide, and everyone, it was just so quiet. I remember reading the story off the Associated Press back in the day. We didn't have, Google didn't exist back then. So you would get stories off the AP, off the Associated Press wire. And I remember reading that, and everyone was kind of down. Kurt Cobain, the Nirvana were just in their prime, was no longer with us. And the only way that I could cheer myself up that day was to buy 2 brand new Cindy Crawford posters. Yeah, that's how I cheered myself up. The day that Kurt Cobain took his life, the only way that I could cheer myself up at the end of the day was buying 2 crisp, brand new Cindy Crawford posters. Good stuff. Heather, welcome to the program. Again, I'm just throwing things out there. I've made some notes. I was in here today for a little bit of a dress rehearsal. So I'm just going to keep it on going. And I've mentioned this before. I've talked about this before, but just quickly, you can throw up your comment right now or do it later or not do it at all. It doesn't really matter. What is your least favorite letter to write? When you are writing something, what is your least favorite letter to write? For me, it's the letter W. I could just do away with the letter W. I don't know what it is. Anyway, that's just me. That's me. I'm just throwing it in there. Okay, let's get right into the news. That's just kind of the observations that I had. Let's get right into the news, and I'll be going back and forth between my laptop here. I thought this was interesting. And you can check out all this stuff online. I get this information from the cbc.ca. But according to a recent survey on Canada's most favorite brands, so think of Canada's most favorite brands. And some of you probably will not find this surprising because Tim Hortons has been in the news quite a bit lately, and not for all the best reasons. But in 2016, Tim Hortons was 4th in a list of of everyone's favorite brands across Canada. Right now, in this moment, Tim Hortons sits at number 50. Even the people that did the survey were a bit surprised. They figured that Tim Hortons would always be like in the top 5 or the top 10. But Tim Hortons, in a recent survey of Canadians on Canada's most favorite brands, Tim Hortons has dropped all the way down to number 50. That's going to hit the old shares. This is very important. New cell phone emergency alert system was activated today. If you have a cell phone and your cell phone is on and something bad, something south, if things are like going off the rails, you will get a notification your phone has to be on. Read up on it and just read up on it. It's always good to have your phone on. Charge your phone at night, but don't turn your phone off at night. To me, that would just be like really silly to do. In this day and age, if we have technology where a phone is going to give you a message or it's going to give you an alert, and we've heard them for years. We've heard them for years on the radio and TV. Beep. I can't even remember how it goes, but the guy comes on and says, what you are about to hear, this is only a test. If it wasn't a test, we'd be giving you some serious news and you'd all be running for cover. Anyway, get caught up on it. Okay, I'm just going to quickly do weather exclusively for Toby LaFrance in the Edmundston area. Right now it is almost 20 after 9 in Edmundston, New Brunswick. So they are calling for periods of snow and -3. I have no idea if it is snowing in Edmundston right now. Chance of flurries linger tomorrow. Flurries linger right into tomorrow night. Then a mix of sun and cloud for Sunday. Cloudy periods -8 Sunday night. Then you're into sunshine for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it looks like a few more hours of some white stuff falling on the ground in the Edmundston, New Brunswick area. Then you're into sunshine for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So be safe on the roads. It is still winter. And that is a quick look at Toby LaFrance's weather exclusively for Toby in the Edmundston area. Interview. I was just talking a few moments ago. Here's what's happening with the job. They want to bring me back for a second interview, and that can only be good news for me. I know they're interested in me. I know they like me. So I'm going back in for a second interview that just hasn't been scheduled yet. So still in talks with this potential employer. So it'll all work out, Sue. It'll all work out. It's all good. Okay. I apologize. I do my show off my iPhone here. I'm just going to quickly turn to my laptop, and I'm just going to quickly tell you some stories. You may or may already know about this. This is stuff that came to me. The CBC sends me news alerts, like a recap, or not even a recap, like a pre-cap. This is what's going on today. So I'm just looking at my page right now, and this story is just so disgusting. It's so disgusting. A fertility doctor in Ottawa has been accused of implanting patients with his own sperm. A new class action lawsuit alleges the doctor's DNA matches the DNA of 11 people whose parents went to the clinic, and that he did this without telling the patients. You think? Another 16 people whose parents were also patients at the clinic say they are not a biological match to their fathers. None of the allegations against him have been tested in court, and the class action has yet to be certified. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on there. That is just so bizarre. What? Strip him of his life. That dude needs to go to jail. That dude needs to go to jail. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about it. But the show's almost done here, 18 minutes after 5. I don't know if I can stretch this out for another 12 minutes, and that's okay. I know I've been talking extremely fast tonight, but that's okay. Just a few more things. Again, what is before I get to the story, what is the strangest drink that you have ever had? What is the strangest concoction? What's the strangest cocktail you've ever had? Because I can guarantee you it's not as strange as this one. A man is giving his frostbitten, amputated toes to a bar. The British adventurer lost 3 toes to severe frostbite while competing in the long-distance backcountry Yukon Arctic Ultra Race in February. And Dawson City's Town Hall Hotel wants them for its famous sour toe cocktail, which is basically a real toe in whiskey. The hotel has a few toes in reserve, which is more necessary than you might think. Last year, someone stole a toe. He mailed it back with an apology, and in 2013, someone swallowed a toe. That is so Gross. That is so gross. So just putting it out there. What is the grossest or most disgusting cocktail drink you have ever had? Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. That's really going to do it for me as we come up on 20 minutes after 5. I know this is a quick show. I just had to unload a bunch of things that happened in my life, and I'm so thankful for all the live views. Just want to let you know that tomorrow, last Thursday night, I had a great friend in here, Greg Cahoon, and his girlfriend, Candace Trammell. I am going to Mission tomorrow. I'm actually going out to Mission tomorrow to pick up my green screen. And if Wi-Fi is available, I will be doing another interview with Greg Cahoon from his place or from the Mission area tomorrow. That is definitely going to happen. I'll probably be leaving here 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, so it might be a later show, but I'm hoping that I'll have the opportunity to do a second interview with Greg Cahoon tomorrow from Mission. One final thing, I just want to wish a happy birthday to, I just know her as Christy Young, but I know she's married now, so Christy Dawn Young is having a birthday today. I know she's been a little bit under the weather lately. I've been seeing a lot of it on Facebook, so if you know Christy, just send her a message, send her some positive vibes, and hopefully she is on the road to wellness sooner than later, yes? I guess I can throw in one final thing. The Masters. I'm not a big watcher of golf, but it's the Masters. It's Friday. This is day 2 of day 4. The finals obviously will be on Sunday. Any predictions? Anyone right now in the field? Do you think Tiger Woods has a chance? See, I haven't followed it today. I know he wasn't anywhere near the leader going into day 2, but just your predictions. Predictions on who's going to win the Masters and a prediction on who's going to win this year's Stanley Cup. Who's going to win the Stanley Cup this year? Nashville, Boston, Toronto, Winnipeg? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. 22 minutes after 5, and I know that's an outrageous time to shut down a program. But like I said from the very beginning, when I run out of things to say, I will walk away. Have a great weekend. I hopefully will see you on here tomorrow night. And just one final thing. Everyone that has their signature on this flag, thank you so much to Simon McGinnis. Simon McGinnis took care of this flag for many weeks in Conception Bay, South Newfoundland. If your signature is on this, thank you so much. It just means there's people on here that I know have signed it, and I haven't found their signature yet. And maybe later on tonight, I may take this off the wall here, lay it down on my floor, and actually count out how many signatures are on there. Because I really don't know. Right now, I don't know. 300 plus. I know we counted it. I know we counted how many signatures were on there before we sent it back in August. But there's been so many other ones since then that I really don't know. But I'll let you know, and maybe I'll make a game of it. Maybe I'll make a game of it. I don't know. Have a great weekend. Be safe wherever you're going. If you're having a few drinks, if you're having a few cocktails with toes or no toes, make sure you have a designated driver. Yes? All right. That's going to do it for me. Thank you for the live views. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for hanging out and playing with me. My name is Matthew. This is MattTV. Now and always from sea to sea.